my journey actually started sometime over the summer. I was supposed to be an alternate on this last trip. I remember getting an email from Joanne, like, I was on vacation with my family, just an email, like, it was just kind of like, it was really just like, hey, we got a grant, you're in. I was like, man, I mean, I'm already an alternate. I mean, thanks for letting me know again. And I think I emailed her back, I was like, are you serious? Like, you actually got the grant? She's like, yeah, you're in. So I remember calling Nathan and Thomas, like some of the other alternates, were like, guys, we're actually gonna go. This is really happening. Just all set in, and we started meeting up with the group, and it just kind of came forward from there. So this was the daily commute. We'd all meet at like 8, 7:30, somewhere there in the morning at La Union, the Spanish school, and we'd all walk down. So I had to put a picture in it. This is with like the first thing, we're like stumbling down this uneven dirt hill, like trying to like rub our eyes open. Like it doesn't look that really, but it felt like it. So this is the dig team. This is where I started out with Jose, Janae, Thomas, Jack. A bunch of people kept filling in. This was pretty much our life for the first, half of the actual work experience. Every day we come up here and it's just amazing. You're sitting at home and the people back home are looking at computer screens all day, and then here we are digging, and when you turn around you see this giant valley just as far as the eye can see, just beautiful. And so this was some of my host family. I didn't actually get a picture. I think some of the other people had some pictures of the actual host family. I didn't keep my phone on me or anything because I don't have service, but we had some people come and stay in our group over there on the bottom left, and over there's younger son Dante and I, and somebody took that picture, and it wasn't planned. It was just like, we found it. Everybody's so similar. You can fly 2,000 miles away, but you're still like making the same poses. And that was the staircase leading up to my room on the first day. Gosh, like every morning that was just a chore, trying to like get up and out, like carrying the backpack and like work boots, and all that tested my balance. So it was kind of interesting. When I came back from my trip, a lot of people asking like, wow, it's so cool that you all got to go there and finally build this for them because they can't do any of that. It's like, well, what do you mean? Like, we're just helping out. They're perfectly self-sufficient. So we got down there and pulled up, and they have this retaining wall they designed. They're building it for us. And it was really just kind of set in that we're just there to help, and we just have some extra resources they may not have at the time. But we're just there to help them out. And so that's what I tell people when we came back, is it was all just a volunteer learning experience for us, just to help them, not to do everything for them. And this is just some more of the pictures of the work site. Again, some of these kids have to hike up, like this bottom left picture, they have to hike up this massive hill. I don't know how long it is, maybe quarter, half mile. They might have to walk up that just to get water, and that we're walking up it like, wow, this is so beautiful. Like, it's such an experience, and for them it's daily life. This is what they might need to do just to, bring water home for their family. And it was just awesome getting to look around. You see like houses just kind of built into the landscape, kind of half finished sometimes because they might have just decided they were done or didn't have the money for it. So this is one of our early mornings into call. We woke up for kind of like do our own version of a sunrise tour, and we like walking through, and you're kind of just like, it's kind of foggy, kind of reminds me of like a Santa Cruz kind of morning. And we're walking up the stairs, we're all just like, it's humid, we're wet, we're kind of tired from working. You're like, well, I guess this is going to be fun, just walking up these stairs, and you're kind of just going along with the motions. And I remember walking across the top of like the stone temple, and just kind of froze. I was like, wait a minute, turn to my right, and that was the view. Just looking all across this rainforest, see temples popping up. It was like, really got to keep my head up here. Sometimes you don't really appreciate where you're at all the time, even if it's somewhere completely new. We sat there for a good 45 minutes to an hour before, just sitting there and just taking it all in. It was incredible. So I took this picture down in Lake Atitlan. It's kind of the contrast with the last picture. You go from like rainforest, like tropical, it's almost like a Caribbean. That's what it reminded me of. It was a beautiful lake. We had lunch there. I had a great time. It was just a completely different experience for us. So this was some of the people we met. This is Urbine. He stuck with us on the entire trip. He'd go to the work site, probably our best digger. I mean, as much as we might not want to admit it, but he was a fun guy. We wanted to go to Smook Champay. It's like a 6-hour drive at the end of the trip. He's like, all right, yeah, what do you guys want to leave tomorrow morning? I was like, wow, really? This is awesome. Like, just hanging out with him the whole trip. Had a great time. And this is in Smook Champay. We were like, after this whole trip, you're digging, you're going to call, you're running all over, and then you just sit down in this pool, and I just pulled out my camera, took a picture, threw it on the shore, and then just like laid there in the water. We were all just, I mean, how do you not just reminisce, kind of like Eric's picture looking over the dock. This was my moment of just pure, like, reminding me of everything that happened.
Wow.